Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, December 23rd, and I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas, early Merry Christmas. Tomorrow, the markets are closed, so we will not be here. Real quick before we hop into any charts or anything having to do with that, I just want to thank all of you for the time you've spent with me here in the room this year, and I look forward to next year being with you. And this season, it has been an interesting year, and I think we said that last week or last year at this time. That wow, what we just so many things we didn't see coming in the year. And when I remember last year about this time, and as we approach New Year's, everybody was like, oh my God, I'm so thankful that 2020 is over, ready for 2021. And I have a feeling an awful lot of us will be kind of thinking the same thing this year. But you know what? I've learned so much. I've made so many new friends. I've, renewed some friendships and moved away from some, as we just walk through our seasons in life. And it is so important for all of us to be thankful for what we have. And, Christmas isn't about Santa Claus, although he's a great guy in a red suit and the kids love him. But it's really a time to be thankful and look up to the skies and be so thankful that we have such a blessed life here in America, and many of you are in Canada. We are just really, really blessed, and we should really celebrate the birth of Jesus, and spend time on Christmas and all of the cakes and the cookies and the food and family. It's all wonderful, but really, what we should be thankful for is sitting right here in our homes, in our hearts. And if you have the ability, reach out. Talk to someone that maybe is alone, or spend time, get out there, go volunteer some time. It is amazing how many people are always in need that maybe you don't even realize. So if you have it, you give it. All right. That is my Christmas message. Let's move on to the spy, which has given us a little present this morning. Little Christmas rally on the way. We'll just hold out for the day. Again, we're moving up on lighter volume here, not just because we're approaching those all-time highs again, but because we are in a shortened holiday week, and don't forget, tomorrow is closed. So in observance of Christmas, they will have it is closed on Christmas Eve this year. So it doesn't happen very often, obviously, because next year will be closed on Monday after Christmas in observance of Christmas. So just FYI, you pull up the NICE calendar and take a look there. So if you want to come hang out in the room, you can. I can just promise you that I won't be here. All right, so the spike pushing right back up. If you draw a line right across the top of the candle, so not the wicks. I am cutting off these wicks here, but the bodies themselves, where the price action closed out for most days, we are headed right. We are touching that, or maybe just a few dollars short, a few points short of that area right now. So keep that in mind as we continue this really quite nice move up after some pretty vicious little pullbacks here, right? Very choppy, and now we've come right back into the end of the year. A lot of economic data out this morning. We are seeing Bitcoin not really participating very much yet. It's hanging right at the 200, so that's not actually helping our SPY very much. And yet the SPY moving along quite nicely. And then we have the NASDAQ actually participating, and we talked about this the other day. Beautiful squeeze. And look at this, we're popping to the top side a little bit. Watch for maybe some profit taking as we go into the end of the session. I don't know if that'll happen, or we'll just kind of, fade along, or, cruise along, float, melt a little higher here. That could be. As I look across the foreign markets, we are seeing an awful lot of green. So going into the holiday, maybe we will just continue to, maybe we will continue to, kind of melt higher into the end of the year here. So, but be cautious. I don't plan on really adding much today. I am in half position of FedEx, and this one I might this morning, if we get a little bit of volume in it, add that half position back, and then close it out before the end of the day, because I did take a little bit shorter of an expiration on those. But other than that, Apple is continuing to move along. Have a few in the charts that we haven't seen in a while. Apps, APPS, we've seen a lot of these W patterns kind of come to play out. We hit the 34. I don't know why I didn't see this one yesterday. I kind of wish I had. Nonetheless, there's still some room here up to this point of control and the fib line and apps, and I like the 65s. All of these you can look into January and March. It depends on how long you want to hold them. If you're just day trading, I'd probably stick with the January ones. Last minute shoppers all called to Costco. Costco, after some big earnings, right? We've actually done a really nice job consolidating here. We've used the 20 very well. We brought the 3 nicely back to the 8, so looking for a push back up off of this into the end of the year. Remember, as we now go into January, we can think of Costco and all those TVs that'll be sold to watch the Super Bowl. And personally, maybe a little, college ball championship game, Roll Tide. Yep, Roll Tide. Hey, Lexi, can you say Roll Tide? Roll Tide. See, teaching that girl right. FCX, this one has not been on our list in quite some time. Look at this. It is kind of a crazy chart. A lot of price action, but we have definitely been holding up above this 200 here for a while. Starting to see a little bit more movement in some of these like silver and things like that. So keeping an eye on this one and maybe holding this one even to next week and see if we get a little bit longer term play on it. Nice high there at 41.60, looking at the 41s. And I will definitely tell Lexi that Miss Edie said War Eagle.
Lexi, that is not nice.
You hear that? You hear what Troy just did? Amgen here. Amgen, really big move, whipped right up through the 200, came back in, consolidated here very nicely. Looks an awful lot like a bull flag and ready to move on here in Amgen. I like the 225s. It is below the 200 though. Remember, like below that 200 can be a lot more volatile and unreliable. So make sure to have a plan. If you have a plan, you never have to worry about what you're going to do because you already know. All right. Here, AMD semiconductors had really got the snot beat out of them there for a while. AMD, right back to the 50. We've seen some other semiconductors move as well, to include NVIDIA, Xilinx, ON, a lot of these. Well, AMD popped up here today. We have the 3 crossing over the 8, just a little bit of room to the 20. I like this over the 20, staying away from the 50. On AMD, I would look at the 145s. Micron just recently had their earnings. They had a big, beautiful gap up, held most of that price action yesterday, inside candle, looking to play this inside candle. The top side, that's where I think this is going to go. So anything over the high of yesterday, I like the Mu 95s. However, if it comes in and it decides to go ahead and give those gains up, I would take anything off of the low, or the which is 88.92, and I would play the put sides right around those 85s. American Express has been exercised an awful lot in my house here lately. Look at this though. Meaning of all of these moving averages, so very nice squeeze going on. Just a smidge below the 200 here, looking for a move above the 200 to pop out of this squeeze. We do have the 34 and some pressure up ahead, but I think this one looks ready to go. AXP, I like the 165s and the 170s. And finally, one that I will not be trading, but yesterday, last couple of days, we've pointed out Boeing. Look at Boeing here. Finally held over the 20, up over the fib line. Very, very nice here. Room to the 50. Looking pretty good here in Boeing. They also, of course, approved the PFE antiviral. So we are looking at a lot of, hey, Lexi, come here. Can you come say hi? Come say hi. Mattis. Yeah, can you go give it to Mattis? So we are looking at getting out of the house still. We are seeing orders from businesses come up for Boeing, and that's really starting to give us a nice push. We have a beautiful W pattern here. So anything staying over the 201 is okay for me if you're looking for a play up here to the 50. All right, that is it. I hope you all have an amazing holiday. If you have any questions, be sure to reach out, Heather C. at givingtreetrading.com.